All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kalamla, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Al Kakwadash, and the honest to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, do rule and teach well. Alright. Honest to the brothers pushing the truth across the four corners with all sincerity. That's upon checking in one of the video. It's gonna make this video. Then I'm gonna head out to the gym in a few minutes. Alright. When the Shabbat, officially ends, things like that. And then, of course, Saturday sundown to Sunday sundown, we have the we have the new moon. Where's those? Put my charger in. All right, so they got a video pulled up. And it's just off my YouTube, so we're just gonna play it. How a brain implant an AI gave one with paralysis pretty much her speech back.
The device is an electrocorticography grid, which is attached to a pedestal, which is screwed onto the participant's skull. Anne is the very first person to have this combination.
On the screen, you'll see decoded text, speech, and avatar.
When Anne was 30 years old, she had a stroke, which led to locked-in syndrome.
Hey Anne, how's it going?
It is good to see you.
That's the first time we've ever had a conversation using this system.
If you are able to produce text, synthesize speech, and then also a personalized avatar, she believes that would really advance her ability to become a counselor and to work with people.
I thought it would be good for me.
How can we create technology that can help people really meaningfully contribute with all sorts of abilities?
Anything is possible.
Alright, so that's the motb right there, man. Let's look at the comments. This is amazing use of technology, right? This is amazing. It brings tears to my eyes. Very nice human interest in medical supply story, right? The people are eating this shit right up, and people all over the world, right? These people are gonna take it, man. This is why I love science and engineering, right? Q, help me with BCI. Okay, this person wants it too. One day you can get AI to make her actual face and body talking on the TV. Does this mean you can verbalize directly from your brain? Yep. Still, God have mercy on these people. No. Right, at the end of the day, which I don't know what this person is. What the fuck? Yeah, we're just gonna close off of YouTube because now it's playing other shit. But yeah. At the end of the day, I think she looks American. The guy sounds American too. Regardless of whether or not she takes the motb, her death, this place will be her grave. Even if she is a Jake, she took the motb. She's gonna die here. There's no repentance from taking it. But we're just gonna get into the scriptures on proving that it is the motb. That's just another version. And you see that one is on her head, right? It's not like directly on her forehead, but it's on her like head, it's like on the back, on like the back of her head, almost like the occipital, like kind of bone, occipital, like part of the brain type shit, type place, like more over there, right? Revelation 13:16, right? And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right now, I was watching a guy, Christian. This guy was fucking it up, man. He was saying that, oh yeah, you see that he is talking about the Antichrist, right? The Antichrist, right? But when you go into the scriptures, right, we can go ahead and get into it, man. Right? Right. There's not one Antichrist, right? So this is Antichrist. For many deceivers, 2 John 1:7, for many deceivers entered the world to confess not that Yahushua Mashiach has come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an Antichrist, right? So that's what it is. If you deny Yahushua, if you deny that he is, a so-called black man, right? If you deny that his name is Yahushua, right? If you deny that he existed, if you deny that he's coming for the Lord's people, if you deny his true nature, what are you? You are antichrist. Antichrist means you are against Christ, right? If you come against Yahweh Shai's ministry, you are antichrist, right? Because you are going against Yahweh Shai. You are going against Yahweh Shai's ministry, man. So at the end of the day, right, that's what you are. So there's multiple antichrists, all right? But yeah, you could say that they are antichrists. These elites, they are against this truth. They're against Yahweh Shai, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. They're against the Lord's men, all right, against his people, all right. And yeah, they are gonna cause all, right, but it's just not one guy. They'll say like, oh, that guy over there, he's the antichrist, right? No, or the antichrist is gonna come, and then the rapture is gonna come, and then that's like a big beast or something. It's like, man, that's not what's gonna happen, man. In short, what's gonna happen is Jacob Trouble's gonna pop off. Shit's gonna get really, 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 really bad. Like, saying really bad is not even enough to say how bad it is. Like, it's gonna be like fucked up. Alright? But you could read the scriptures on it, like 2 Esdras 15. Right? It's not like you're not completely in the dark. The scriptures, the prophets have prophesied on these things. Right? Dead bodies in the street, times of sedition, race wars, riots, people fighting against the government, man against the government, American against American, Isaiah 19:1, like 1 and 2, right? Political wars, right? We're talking just straight death on a massive scale, right? Fighting in the streets, right? People robbing each other, breaking into their homes, stealing their food, right? Like you in your house and dude is cooking, people gonna break in that dude's house and steal all his food out of his house, man. All right. We talking that, even the men of the Lord, man. Some of us are gonna have to be pilgrims, man. Be out here on the streets. You know what I mean? The Lord isn't gonna, have it set up for us to be like completely fucked up out here. All right, but we will have to move from place to place, man. All right. Like, so we should be as pilgrims on the earth, like it says in I think it's 2 Esdras. All right. So yeah. All right. It's gonna be a tough time, but at the end of the day, man, you push this truth, man. All right, like it says in the scriptures, my servant shall eat, but thou shalt be hungry, man. My servant shall drink, but thou shalt be thirsty. All right, the Lord's gonna watch out for his men, right? Those who the Lord is dealing with, man. And you women out there, right? You gotta, get yourself with a man of the Lord, man. All right. So yeah, so he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. All right, and that's talking about, this damn beast, man. This damn devil. This thing is gonna come around, all over the world. Right? But focusing on America, man, they're gonna make this thing mandatory, right? But this thing's gonna be pushed all over the world, right? Because it gives these elites, it gives these nations, unprecedented control, man. All right, ability to track and monitor people, from the inside, right? Small and great, right? The rich, the poor, the man who's working average 9 to 5, the rich of society, free and bond, right? Those who are in jail, those who are not in jail, receive a mark in the right hand or in their forehead, right? And the point is mark, right? We're just gonna roughly touch over it. Karagma, right? Scratch or etching, but you gotta go further. Karax, pale stake or palisade, right? Something is a pale stake is implanted into something, right? Right? What is that going into? The idea of scratching, you see? The idea of something surgically implanted. What if that woman has surgically implanted? Like some sort of electrical node, right? So it's a different type of motb, but it's still inserted subdermally, right? To access all that data and things like that. And I think they attach wires into it and things like that. And then they use AI, right? To give this woman the ability of speech, right? Graphal data, right? So, it looks like they were able to read her brain data, and use AI to pretty much, have that data go into words and be able to appear on the screen, all right? And have her be able to talk, all right? And that's just, one of these things, the way that's just one of the mental manipulations Esau is going to use, man. He's going to push this thing out as a miracle, as something that's a technological marvel, right? And these people are going to fall for it. They're going to be like, wow, this thing is amazing. It's a medical breakthrough. You see all the people on that comment board, They loving that thing, man. Little do they know that's the mark of the beast, man. Right? That thing should not be praised, but at the end of the day, there's no reason to, get up in arms about it, because at the end of the day, the Lord is not dealing with those people. Let them go ahead and take it. All right? If you take that thing and you here in America, regardless of whether or not you take it, this place will be your grave, man, unless the Lord is dealing with you. All right? That's just what it's gonna be. Right? Like it says in Revelation, the 7th chapter, the Lord is holding back the destroying wind until he seals the servants in their heads, man. Right? Seals them, right? And has his elect, chosen and things like that. All right. So once, the elect is sealed and all that, and then World War III pop off and it's time for the elect to be beamed up, that's just gonna be the end of it. All right. It's either you're just gonna have the elect, be beamed up. I'm talking about here in America, right? That 1/3 is gonna be beamed up, and the 2/3, and of course you heathen. There's no reason to even talk about the heathen. This place will be your grave whether or not you take it or you don't take it. All right. So yeah. So receive a mark, right? Something inserted that has data, like what that woman took, right, in their right hand or in their forehead, so it can go into your hand, like you see certain models, right? I think I saw one where a guy literally had it in his right hand, right? But that's just warm areas of the body where a lot of blood goes through, right? And that lady had it on her head. I think she had it more towards the top of the head, maybe not towards like the occipital lobe. I think that's more towards the back. I think that controls like sight, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it was more towards like the top. I think towards the top of like the temporal lobe and things like that. But we don't have to, you don't have to be scientists or things like that. But whatever, they put it towards her brain where they can get, data on on what she's thinking. All right. But eventually, this thing is going to be made mandatory, man. All right. Whether it's that model or another model, you're forbidden from taking that thing anywhere on your body. All right. If they tell you you're going to lose your job unless you take it, then you're just going to lose your job. All right. They say making all houses where you have to have the motb to access it, then you got to go somewhere else, man. Just pray that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh look after you, man. All right. Because this thing is just going to keep getting pushed out more and more and more. And I think that video is a little bit old, but regardless, man, we in those times. And eventually it's going to be made mandatory. So let that be that. Lord, and you edified, and they say shalom.